Hey everybody, my name's Peyton and this is JumpCut. Today I will be reviewing The Collector, which was written and directed by Dunstan. The Collector was Dunstan's directorial debut, and in my own opinion, he nailed it. Yes, there are some similarities to Saw and Hostel, and yes, some say this movie is nothing more than the latest entry into the torture porn sub-horror genre. But I have to wonder if the people that dislike this movie so much really just dislike the horror genre. The film has a pretty basic plot, but it's in its simplicity that the film excels. You learn everything that you need to know about the main characters within the first 15 minutes. Arkin, our protagonist, is an ex-con working as a handyman on the Chase family home. We learn that Arkin's wife is in deep with some loan sharks and they need the money tonight. After learning that the Chases are leaving on vacation, Arkin uses that opportunity to rob the house and save his own family. The movie takes its true shape once Arkin enters the house. Soon after getting inside and making his way to the safe, Arkin discovers he isn't alone. There's already someone more dangerous in the house torturing the Chase family. Arkin begins to notice that intricate death traps have been carefully constructed all over the house. So our main character Arkin, who at first broke into the home to steal from it, is now the family's only hope at survival. Arkin's entire motive changes, and this is what continues to drive the film and keep our interest until the very end. The cat and mouse game is perfectly played and keeps suspense incredibly high. And there's an insane plot twist that very few filmmakers would have the guts to keep in their final edit. But the ending also left it wide open for a sequel, which they made in 2012 entitled The Collection. Josh Stewart, who plays Arkin, is a revelation in this film. He's both creepy and sympathetic at the same time, and generates a feeling of unease in the audience. What makes this movie so strong is the film's focus on exploring Arkin's character early on. By the time he's inside the house, we're completely on his side. Now, the character The Collector is a franchise-style killer. We know nothing about him. He never speaks. We never actually get to see his face. He's insanely clever and always one step ahead. Everything about him is a question mark, and that is what makes him so terrifying. In my opinion, The Collector is one of the most memorable horror movie villains in years. Perhaps the creepiest thing in this movie is the way the director sparingly used the killer. We rarely actually see him acting out his brutality on his victims. And to be honest, we rarely see him on screen at all. Because so much of the film's action is Arkin trying to avoid detection, even when the Collector is not on screen, he is a constant source of tension and fear. Aside from this film having a perfectly simple plot and characters you actually care about, which is already more than most horror movies, The Collector also has incredible cinematography, editing, and sound design. The film is dark and gritty, with high contrast, grungy colors. The cinematography is creative, it's exciting, and it's often quite clever. And the soundtrack is unexpected, but it's perfectly in tune with the movie and it intensifies each of the scares. The ride of The Collector is relentless. There's a lot of violence in this movie which can make it hard to stomach. It's hard to watch, but you can't look away. And that's because, unlike some other movies in the torture porn genre, we care a lot about our protagonist. We want Arkin to succeed more than anything, and we care about the people in danger. This emotional connection to the characters in the story is what makes this film so effective, and in my opinion, one of the best horror movies ever made.